Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Change of direction. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Oh, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and his ability to accelerate upfield and pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
To throw, it's Reed. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. Did he take it all the way? Past the 50. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
That's a 1st down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying the run, it's Peterson. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
PAT makes it 7-0. Set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back, and they'll stop him short at the line of gain. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Trojans trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Second down and goal. Grab made by the tight end. Touchdown, SC. Strong game by this quarterback. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done, planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Touchdown, USC. What a show of strength and will. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take That's next-level speed.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And there's the handoff. Makes a nice move there. He's swarmed by the defense. The Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Back, boys. Force it back. Come on. Get down back here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Trying to find some room against Peterson. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll feed the back again. Aiming for the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Tech on the PAT again. It's 28-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Aggies offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Pass not complete.
Completion here, the timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Aggies will look to convert here on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
After the PAT, they trail 28-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounce. bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. Turner decides to field it. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Texas A&M offense back on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Close to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, drops back, and he lofts it deep over the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back, you're going to throw for the first down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Reed. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all in the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Handed off for a draw. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He tosses it back. He's going for a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. He cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California. As the flea flicker executed perfectly, we're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kirk.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff and allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, A&M. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now to try here for the extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On first down, it's play action. There's a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So second down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. It's Reed. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the toss play, runner moving left. Jukes to get past a man. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Aggies will line up here on 1st down and goal. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Reed. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Second down after that previous play. And And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Now they're running on the toss. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You've got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Trying to come all the way back. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, one possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Toss it to the back, running left. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
We have those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the single back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Has the first down, still on the move. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. good enough for first down yardage.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference.